Forget what you think you know about ocean predators. The sharks and orcas of today are nothing compared to the ancient titans that once ruled the waves. Tonight, we're diving deep into the prehistoric past to unearth 4 extinct sea creatures. So terrifying, so powerful, they would undoubtedly dominate our modern oceans if they still existed. And no, we're not talking about the Megalodon. Prepare for horrors you haven't even imagined. If you're ready to face these colossal leviathans of the past, smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries. Let's unleash the first ancient ruler of the deep. Our journey into the reign of ancient oceanic titans begins not with a fish or a whale, but with a marine reptile that dominated the seas of the late Cretaceous period, striking terror into everything that swam: the mighty Mosasaurus. Imagine a creature that is the terrifying fusion of a crocodile, a snake, and a shark, stretched to truly gargantuan proportions. Mosasaurs weren't dinosaurs, but highly adapted marine lizards, the apex predators of their time, ruling the oceans around 98 to 66 million years ago. Some of the largest species, like Mosasaurus hoffmanni, could reach lengths of up to 50 to 60 feet, 15 to 18 meters, with some paleontologists speculating even larger individuals, making them longer and more powerful than a modern-day sperm whale. Source: research from institutions like the National Museum of Natural History, Smithsonian, and various paleontological journals. Its body was streamlined. Its powerful, paddle-like flippers propelled it through the water with incredible speed and agility, and its long, muscular tail provided immense thrust, but it was its head that truly defined its predatory prowess. Equipped with a massive, elongated jaw filled with rows of razor-sharp, cone-shaped teeth designed for grasping and tearing. Crucially, mosasaurs possessed a unique double-hinged jaw similar to that of a snake, allowing them to open their mouths incredibly wide and swallow prey whole or dismember larger victims with shocking efficiency. Their diet was incredibly diverse, including fish sharks, ammonites, ancient shelled cephalopods, and even other marine reptiles, making them the undisputed top predators of their ecosystem. They were the ultimate ambush hunters, bursting from the murky depths to seize unsuspecting prey, pulling it into the crushing power of their jaws. If the Mosasaurus had survived to rule our oceans today, every aspect of modern marine life and human interaction with the sea would be fundamentally altered. Forget peaceful beaches. Coastlines would become incredibly dangerous zones, as these agile predators could hunt effectively in both deep and shallower waters. Their immense size and speed would make them a significant threat to even large vessels, let alone fishing boats or recreational craft. A creature capable of effortlessly destroying other large marine animals would make short work of our fragile ships, pulling them into the abyss. Our entire global shipping industry, reliant on open ocean routes, would face an existential threat from an unseen ancient terror that could surface anywhere, anytime. The very thought of encountering a Mosasaurus in today's oceans sparks a primal fear. Its reptilian intelligence, combined with its pure, overwhelming physical dominance, would position it as the ultimate ruler of the seas. Despite their extinction event 66 million years ago alongside the dinosaurs, the vastness of our unexplored oceans always leaves a chilling what if. Could a relict population have somehow survived in deep, isolated trenches, evolving to elude detection? The sudden and complete disappearance of such a dominant predator from the fossil record, leaving no immediate successor of its magnitude, fuels a quiet conspiracy among some. What if they didn't truly vanish, but merely retreated to realms beyond our reach, patiently waiting for their opportunity to reclaim their rightful place at the top of the oceanic food chain, reminding us that some ancient kings simply refused to relinquish their crowns. Asterisk, asterisk. The sheer predatory efficiency of the Mosasaurus makes its potential modern existence a truly terrifying thought. Unlike the more specialized hunters of today, Mosasaurs were incredibly adaptable. Their double-hinged jaws weren't just for swallowing. They allowed for a powerful, shearing bite capable of dismembering larger prey, making them versatile killers. This adaptability meant they could hunt virtually anything in the water column, from fast-moving fish and squid to heavily armored turtles and even other formidable marine reptiles. If they still ruled, our entire oceanic ecosystem would be one of perpetual terror. Commercial fishing would be decimated, as entire trawlers could become targets, not just their catch. The delicate balance of marine life, already threatened by human activity, would collapse under the predatory pressure of a creature that recognized no equal dot. Furthermore, consider the tactical nightmare for any naval force. A creature this large, this fast, and this powerful, operating in the immense, unmapped expanse of the ocean, would be virtually undetectable until it chose to reveal itself. Its reptilian stealth, combined with its profound depth capabilities, would allow it to ambush any vessel, from cargo ships to even military submarines. The unexplained loss of ships and submarines in deep waters, often attributed to structural failure or human error, could take on a far more sinister explanation. Could there be classified encounters deep in the trench systems, where these ancient rulers have, for a fleeting moment, reasserted their dominion, only for the evidence to be immediately suppressed by global powers fearful of the panic such a revelation would unleash? The very idea that the Mosasaurus lineage might have endured in isolated pockets, adapting to hunt in the crushing blackness of the abyssal zones, only to occasionally venture into shallower, populated waters, adds a layer of chilling conspiracy. Its abrupt and decisive disappearance from the fossil record 66 million years ago, with no clear evolutionary successor of its exact ecological niche, remains a paleontological puzzle for some. For others, it's not a mystery of extinction, but a testament to an unparalleled ability to survive and hide. The Mosasaurus, if it still exists, would not merely be an animal. It would be a living ghost of a forgotten empire, patiently waiting in the shadows of the deep, a true untamed king whose reign never truly ended. We now dive even further back in time, into the terrifying waters of the Jurassic period, to confront a creature that was pure, unadulterated predatory might. The Liopleurodon. Forget the popular exaggerations that depict it as a monster of impossible size. The true Liopleurodon, though perhaps not the 80-foot beast of fiction, was still a truly terrifying apex predator, an undisputed king of its ancient seas. This was a pliosaur, a type of marine reptile characterized by its massive head, short neck, and 4 incredibly powerful paddle-like flippers, propelling its robust, crocodile-like body through the water with terrifying speed and agility. While modern paleontological consensus places its length closer to 15 to 25 feet, 4.5 to 7.5 meters, some fragmentary remains hint at larger individuals or species that could reach up to 40 feet, 12 meters, making it a formidable hunter, certainly capable of dwarfing any modern shark. Source: fossil evidence from the Oxford Clay Formation, documented by institutions like the Natural History Museum, London. But the Liopleurodon's true weapon, and the source of its legendary terror, was its skull. Its head alone could measure up to a quarter of its entire body length, housing jaws of truly devastating power. Imagine a mouth filled with razor-sharp, interlocking teeth, each capable of tearing through flesh and bone with ease. This wasn't just a powerful bite. It was an explosive, bone-crushing force, allowing it to ambush and overpower large prey like ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, and giant fish with a single devastating strike. Its massive flippers gave it bursts of incredible speed, making it an underwater torpedo of pure muscle and teeth. If the Liopleurodon still hunted in our oceans today, it would transform maritime travel into a gamble with pure primal terror. Its ambush tactics, combined with its explosive speed and overwhelming bite force, would make it an undetectable and unstoppable threat to smaller vessels and marine life alike. Its ability to tear through large, armored prey would mean little could stand in its way. The idea of navigating coastal waters or crossing vast ocean stretches, knowing that a Liopleurodon could erupt from the depths at any moment, would paralyze human activity. Fishing fleets would be decimated, and the very concept of open water recreation would become a relic of a safer past. The mystery of Liopleurodon's true extinction, despite its immense success as a predator, leaves a chilling question mark. What if its lineage, or a similar pliosaur, adapted to the deep, cold, and unexplored trenches of our oceans, shrinking in size to survive on abyssal prey, only to occasionally surface? The fragmented nature of many pliosaur fossil discoveries means our understanding is far from complete, leaving room for the terrifying what if. The Liopleurodon embodies the fear of a pure, untamed predatory force, a relic from the Jurassic that, if it still lurked in our seas, would reclaim its ancient title as the undisputed master of terror. Beyond its raw power, the Liopleurodon's unique physique made it a truly specialized hunter. Its four massive flippers weren't just for propulsion. They allowed for incredible bursts of speed and remarkable maneuverability in the water, transforming its robust body into a living torpedo. This combination of stealth and explosive acceleration, coupled with a head that was disproportionately large and heavily muscled, gave it an unparalleled advantage in ambushing prey. Imagine a creature designed for one purpose: immediate, devastating impact. It wouldn't simply chase. It would explode from the darkness, delivering a bite so powerful it could sever a whale's spine or crush a submarine's hull. If even a small, surviving population of Liopleurodon inhabited the deep ocean today, their impact would be catastrophic. Commercial fishing vessels, particularly those trawling in deep waters, would become nothing more than accidental bait. Any signs of their presence, a sudden inexplicable shudder in a ship's hull, a massive but fleeting sonar contact, would likely be met with immediate suppression by naval authorities. The economic and psychological fallout of acknowledging such an untamable, powerful predator thriving in our oceans would be immense, driving a global effort to contain the truth, much like the classified encounters with unidentified aerial phenomena. The fragmentary nature of their fossil record and their deep water adaptation make the what if of their survival a chillingly plausible conspiracy. From the predatory might of the Liopleurodon, we now plunge back even further in time, to a period so ancient it predates the dinosaurs, to an ocean ruled by a creature that was a living, armored nightmare. The Dunkleosteus. Imagine a fish, but one forged for war, a leviathan of bone and muscle. The Dunkleosteus, a placoderm, was the undisputed apex predator of the late Devonian period, around 358 to 382 million years ago. Some species could reach lengths of up to 33 feet, 10 meters, making them the largest and most terrifying creatures in their primordial seas. But it wasn't just its size that made it fearsome. It was its revolutionary and utterly brutal design. Source: fossil evidence from the Cleveland Shale, studied by institutions like the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. Instead of teeth, the Dunkleosteus possessed enormous, razor-sharp bony plates that formed a self-sharpening, scissor-like beak. This unique jaw structure wasn't just for slicing. It allowed for one of the fastest and most powerful bites in history. Scientists estimate its bite force could reach 11,000 pounds per square inch, psi, at the tip, delivered with an explosive jaw-opening speed of just 20 milliseconds. faster than almost any modern predator. This meant it could snap through the armor of other ancient fish and sharks with ease, devouring virtually anything in its path. Its head and front torso were encased in heavy, articulated bony armor, making it practically invulnerable to attack. A true living tank of the Devonian oceans. If the Dunkleosteus still prowled our oceans today, it would fundamentally rewrite the rules of survival. Its impenetrable armor would render conventional weaponry almost useless in a direct confrontation, and its blindingly fast, bone-shattering bite would make it the ultimate ambush predator. Modern sharks and whales would be reduced to mere prey, easily dispatched by this ancient, armored terror. Human fishing fleets would face an unstoppable force, capable of tearing through nets and even the hulls of smaller vessels with contemptuous ease. Recreational diving, or even large-scale marine exploration, would become a suicidal endeavor in any waters it inhabited. The sheer antiquity of the Dunkleosteus adds a layer of chilling mystery to its possible survival. It existed hundreds of millions of years before the dinosaurs, or even most modern fish lineages. If a relict population had survived, how would it have managed to persist through multiple mass extinctions, evolving to inhabit the deepest, most isolated parts of our oceans? Could it be thriving in the crushing depths around hydrothermal vents, in an ecosystem entirely isolated from the rest of the world? A living fossil from a time before complex life truly flourished on land. The very notion of such an ancient, armored behemoth still lurking, a true last survivor of the primordial deep, is a terrifying testament to how little we still know about the abyss. The Dunkleosteus embodies the ultimate ancient terror, a creature from a forgotten world that, if it emerged today, would remind us that true power sometimes comes encased in armor, and with a bite that can crush anything. What truly sets the Dunkleosteus apart in the pantheon of ancient marine predators is not just its size, but its revolutionary, almost alien, biological design. Its teeth were not teeth at all, but razor-sharp bony plates that perpetually sharpened themselves as they ground against each other. This created a self-renewing scissor-like cutting edge that could effortlessly shear through the tough hide and bone of its prey with a speed that would baffle modern biology. This incredibly efficient, bone-crushing mechanism, combined with its heavily armored head and thoracic shield, made it a living, impenetrable tank of the Devonian seas. Unlike modern sharks, which rely on cartilage, the Dunkleosteus was encased in a fortress of bone, making it virtually impervious to attack and the absolute master of its domain. Its very existence, millions of years before dinosaurs, adds a layer of profound dread to the what-if of its survival. How could a creature from such a distant, primordial age have possibly endured the countless geological shifts, climate changes, and mass extinctions that reshaped life on Earth? If it did, it suggests a level of adaptability or a reliance on incredibly stable, deep-sea environments that remain completely isolated from the rest of the planet's evolving ecosystems. Imagine populations thriving in colossal, undiscovered underwater caves, sustained by unique hydrothermal vent systems, or in trenches so deep and dark they remain untouched by human influence. The chilling thought of encountering a Dunkleosteus today is not just about its physical threat, but the sheer, unfathomable age it represents. It would be like seeing a living piece of Earth's deep past, a creature that witnessed the very dawn of complex life and has somehow persisted, a silent, armored ghost of a primordial ocean. Its survival would be the ultimate biological anomaly, a secret too monumental to ever be revealed to the public, confirming that our oceans hold not just new species, but entire, ancient lineages of life that simply refuse to relinquish their claim on the depths. If you've been gripped by these terrifying tales of what once was and what still might be, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Your support helps us uncover these chilling truths. Now, prepare yourself for our final ancient ruler, a creature that redefined what it meant to be a whale, and would undoubtedly dominate our oceans today. The Basilosaurus. Don't forget the massive, gentle giants of our modern oceans. The Basilosaurus, meaning king lizard, was anything but gentle. This was an ancient whale that roamed the seas during the Eocene epoch, roughly 40 to 34 million years ago, and it was one of the most terrifying apex predators of its time. What makes the Basilosaurus so uniquely unsettling is its appearance. Unlike the compact, powerful whales we know, it possessed an incredibly elongated, serpentine body that could stretch up to an astounding 60 to 80 feet, 18 to 24 meters in length. Source: fossil discoveries from sites like the Valley of Whales in Egypt, studied by paleontologists from institutions like the University of Michigan. Imagine a creature that looks like a monstrous, elongated serpent, but with the head of a predatory whale, complete with powerful jaws and sharp, conical teeth. Its body was remarkably flexible, allowing it to undulate through the water like a giant eel or snake, making it an incredibly agile and fast hunter. While modern whales are filter feeders or blunt force hunters, Basilosaurus was a true carnivore, preying on large fish, sharks, and even other smaller ancient whales. Its unique, elongated vertebral column, filled with fluid, suggests a graceful, yet terrifying swimming motion, allowing it to navigate shallow coastal waters as easily as the open ocean. Adding to its bizarre nature, Basilosaurus also possessed tiny, yet fully formed hind limbs, vestigial legs that served no known purpose for locomotion, a haunting remnant of its land-dwelling ancestors. If the Basilosaurus still ruled our oceans today, it would transform them into a hunting ground unlike any we know. Its immense length and serpentine agility would allow it to strike from unexpected angles, wrapping around prey or vessels before delivering a devastating bite. Modern marine life, including large whales, would face an existential threat from this ancient, insatiable predator. For humans, maritime activities would become a horrifying gamble. Imagine diving into clear waters, only to see an endless, sinuous body appear from the depths, its massive head bearing down on you, its vestigial legs a chilling reminder of a lost evolutionary path. Its ability to navigate both open waters and potentially even complex underwater cave systems due to its flexible body would make it incredibly difficult to track or evade. The very concept of a whale with legs that went on to be a terrifying apex predator challenges our neat evolutionary timelines, fueling speculation. Why did this unique lineage disappear? Could small populations have adapted to the deepest, most isolated trenches, existing as living fossils, maintaining their ancient form, only occasionally rising to the surface? The sheer strangeness of its anatomy and its profound predatory success before its extinction leaves a chilling what-if, a reminder that some of Earth's most powerful rulers were not necessarily what we expected, and their potential continued existence would turn our perceived safe seas into a true ancient nightmare. The Basilosaurus's unique serpentine body wasn't just for show. It conferred a terrifying hunting advantage, unlike any modern marine predator. Unlike the rigid, torpedo-shaped bodies of most large ocean hunters, its immense flexibility allowed it to coil, twist, and navigate through complex underwater environments, including potentially vast, unexplored deep-sea cavern systems or intricate reef formations that would be impenetrable to a Megalodon or a Mosasaurus. This incredible agility for its size would make it an even more unpredictable and elusive threat, striking from blind spots and ambushing prey or vessels from unexpected angles. Imagine being caught in a sudden, powerful coil, dragged down into an abyssal lair by a creature whose shape defies all modern cetacean understanding. Adding to its chilling allure are those small, fully formed, yet seemingly useless hind limbs. These vestigial legs, a haunting echo of its terrestrial ancestry, are a stark reminder of evolution's bizarre paths. On a 60-foot serpent whale, these tiny limbs serve no practical purpose, yet their very existence provides a disturbing, almost unsettling visual, a creature so ancient, so fundamentally different, that it carries the physical memory of a time when its ancestors walked on land. This bizarre evolutionary trait only amplifies the mystery of its disappearance and the chilling possibility of its survival. If Basilosaurus populations persisted in the modern era, they would pose a unique challenge to our deep-sea exploration. Its preferred hunting grounds, potentially spanning vast, interconnected underwater trenches and deep-sea caves, are still largely beyond our reach. Any expeditions into these realms would become lethal encounters with a living relic, a king lizard that would see modern submersibles not as scientific probes, but as an intrusion into its ancient, hidden kingdom. The existence of such a creature would force a fundamental re-evaluation of our planet's biodiversity, confirming that terrifying, primordial forms of life, once thought confined to the fossil record, still lurk in the unexplored voids, patiently awaiting their moment to remind humanity who the true ancient rulers of the deep really are. As we resurface from this deep dive into the prehistoric past, pondering the terrifying potential of the Mosasaurus, Liopleurodon, Dunkleosteus, and Basilosaurus, one chilling truth remains clear. Our present-day oceans, vast and mysterious as they are, once harbored predators of unimaginable power. Their extinction was perhaps a stroke of immense luck for humanity, allowing our species to rise and dominate the planet. But the lingering question persists. In the crushing, unexplored depths, could remnants of these ancient rulers still endure, patiently waiting for their moment to reclaim their thrones? Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these ancient leviathans do you find the most terrifying? Or is there another extinct monster you believe would rule our world today? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you were captivated by these tales of prehistoric power and want to keep exploring the unexplained with us, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Your support helps us uncover even more of Earth's most incredible secrets. Until next time, stay curious and remember, the past often leaves echoes in the deepest, darkest corners of our world.